Being faster than your opponents in Rocket League is so important these days. Not only does it allow you to outplay your opponents and confuse them, but it also just allows you to cover more of the field. The problem is most players think that to play faster, you just need to hit the buttons faster. And that's not quite right. The reality is high-ranked players and even pros don't only hit the buttons faster, they are doing things with their car. I'm talking mechanics, tricks, recovery techniques that accelerate their speed that you need to learn. I'm not talking about stuff you already know, like wave dashes and half flips and speed flips even. I'm talking about some of the things you might have heard of or that you might see, but you might not understand fully. Today, I'm going over 9 mechanics top players are using, and I'm gonna demystify how to do this stuff so you can implement it to play faster and win more games. If you're new here, my name's Luke. I am a peak Grand Champ 3 player. That's in the top 0.1%, and I've personally coached hundreds of players to Grand Champ. Plus, I run the #1 coaching service in Rocket League. It's called the Grand Champ Bootcamp. As we go through the training packs and the stuff I'm teaching you today, I actually made a free spreadsheet for you that has all my favorite training packs listed and all my settings. So if you are confused or you don't know what's going on with my controller overlay, you want to follow along, click the first link below, open up the Discord, and then you can copy all the training packs into your game and enjoy. Let's get into these 9 mechanics. The first mechanic on the list is wall dashes. By the way, these are going to be in no particular order. And if you want to learn any of the other mechanics that you'll see me doing, like half flips, wave dashes, speed flips, I have separate tutorials for those, but this isn't about that. This is about stuff you need to learn to keep up. What is a wall dash? It's basically a variation of a wave dash. And the way you do it is by mashing your jump button. Now, the mistake most players make when they're trying to learn how to wall dash is they see this shimmy movement I'm doing. To do a wall dash, you need to pull your car down the wall and then pull it back up in a split second while tapping jump. This is what creates that like fall off, jump back on effect. And it basically gives you a partial wave dash speed boost. Now, what most players do is they push their joystick all the way to the left and they push it all the way to the right to wall dash. When in reality, this movement's so fast that you want to keep your joystick near the center. So when I'm wall dashing, I'm keeping my joystick in the center, looks like this. And that's how you pull off wall dashes. These are very useful when low boost, and this stuff genuinely helps. So first off is wall dash. The second mechanic on the list is the Mina flip. It was named because I think it was popularized by Mina players. Somebody from Reddit, let me know in the comments below if I'm butchering this, as I know you will. How does the Mina flip work? The Mina flip is a speed flip into the wall. What you do is you air roll towards the wall and then speed flip away from the wall to cancel the animation halfway through. And this is going to allow you to chain with wall dashes and recover quicker. Mina flips are equivalent to wave dashing on the wall, but the benefit of the Mina flip is you get the speed boost earlier. So let's say I'm going for a pinch and I need to beat somebody the ball. I can Mina flip and then wall dash to chase it down. That's kind of the use case of the Mina flip. It's a little faster than just jumping and wave dashing onto the wall like this, but both are viable. Ah, pain. The third mechanic on the list is a variation of the Mina flip, and we're going to apply it after we do an air roll shot. This is what I would call a flip cancel recovery. Let's go into one of my favorite packs, air roll shots by Yeezza. Reminder, this is all in my free Discord, first link below. What low rank players do is after they finish an air roll shot, they'll kind of land like this on the wall. They focus on the shot, and if they land on the wall, great. But a lot of times they'll land facing up like this, which isn't ideal for recovery, or they'll just not really land well at all, and you'll just donk off the wall, and this delays your recovery. What high rank players do is after we finish the shot, we speed flip cancel. We either front flip cancel or speed flip. And what this does is it allows us to land sideways on the wall and recover faster. So we can sort of play the next shot. You're using the same tech that you used on the Mina flip. We're air rolling towards the net and then speed flipping away. And what that allows us to do, you can do it this way and land this way, or you could do it the opposite way. Let's do a shot like this. And this allows you to play the next shot. High rank players use this all the time. very useful. Next up on the list is recovering off the wall. Let's say you landed on the wall after a shot and you're too low to wave dash. Well, what we normally want to do is after we do like a flip cancel shot like this, we would want to jump off and wave dash down. But let's say you land after a shot and you're right here. We're not high enough up the wall to do an effective wave dash. It's kind of awkward. What we want to do is we want to start driving right away. In this case, you use a curve dash. What is a curve dash? When you're coming down the back wall, it's easiest off the back wall, this steep ridge will eat your jump. So if you jump while here, it will eat your jump. And you can use this if you jump at the end of the ridge. This is really a timing thing. If we jump while we're driving down, it'll eat the jump. But if we jump at the end when we're almost flat, that's how you pop your nose up and then you can wave dash down. That's mechanic number 4 or 5. I might have lost count. Variation of the curve dash is a zap dash. A zap dash is when we're landing, if our front wheels hit the ground first, we can early jump. Let me show you an example. We can early jump to pop our nose up. We can early jump to pop our nose up and wave dash down again. It's a way to get a quick jump speed boost, and you'll see high-ranked 1v1 players use this a lot. Honestly, this is one of the less consequential mechanics, so if you're going to learn anything, curve dash and zap dash probably go near the end of the list, but this next one is actually really important. Wall stop. Wall stops are when you hit the ball, but we recover onto the wall to touch it again. So let me give you an example. A really good pack for this is one from actually my coach at the Grand Champ Bootcamp, Shock. And I wasn't planning for this, but before we get into multi-touch training, let's pause. If you guys don't know, I don't take ad sponsors on this channel. And the reason is because my company, thegrandchampbootcamp.com, is what powers these videos. The level of editing and the effects that we do is not profitable. So the way we sort of make it back and keep and are able to keep doing what we do on this channel with all the free education, it's through coaching. We help players from NA or EU and 18 plus years old rank up faster with pro coaching. Shock, who made this pack here, was actually the North American MVP, and he's not even the highest tournament winning coach on our roster. By the way, we have very limited capacity. At the time I'm recording this, we have just 12 of 60 spots left. After that, we can't take any more clients on. It's gonna be waitlist only. So if you're interested, click the first link below, book a call. I'd love to see if we can help you rank up. And let's get back to the video. Wall stops. What is a wall stop? A wall stop is after you hit the ball. Falling to the ground takes time, and it makes our recovery slow. We can make a second touch on the ball quicker if we use the wall to stop our car. I'm using the wall to recover and reset my jump timer, and reset my jump timer faster. So this can be used when you're using double taps to carry the ball up the field. And we're wall dashing, chasing it down. This can be used even like on ceiling taps when you're ceiling doubling. This can be used even if we're just trying to maintain control. We're just trying to keep the ball close and prevent somebody from challenging us. This whole time, if somebody challenges, I'm beating them. These wall stops allow you to recover faster and are actually a massive advantage. You'll see pros use this and high rank players in 3v3 and 2s especially. Like high rank players just spam these, and it's almost impossible to challenge a player who's doing this right at any time, because if you jump right now and you think my play is done, I'm going again and I can hit it over you, right? So wall stops are one of the most important things to learn. I'll give you guys a tip for wall stops. A lot of low rank players think the goal of a wall stop is to hit the ball forward. You actually don't want to do that. The way you create an effective wall stop is you hit the ball up and slow. This is what allows us to follow it really easily and keep taking shots on net. This is a good example of it. What a low rank player does is they hit this ball forward and now you're chasing it down. But what a high rank player does is they keep it close. They hit it high, and now I'm using a wall stop to chase it down. Let me give you another example. They hit it high, and now I'm using a wall stop to follow it up. The next mechanic is a flip reset into a wave dash. I'm gonna go to a pack called Realistic Air Dribbles here. And what I'm gonna do in this pack is, instead of getting a reset and going for the shot like many players would, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna land with the ball. As I land with it, I can wave dash. Kind of get a crazy pop like that. As I land with it, I can wave dash. And in this position, you would think I'm falling slow, But the wave dash allows me to start a dribble, get a pop on the ball, and create from slow to fast. And this is really unexpected. It allows you to get beats on defenders. And if somebody challenges me at any point, I beat them. But if they don't, I'm wave dashing and I can create a quick play. So this is the idea with a flip reset into a wave dash. Often the threat is greater than the execution. And if you play chess, you know what I'm talking about. Next up on the list is empty jumps. What's an empty jump? Well, when we're getting an awkward setup here, if you don't know how to empty jump, you're gonna lose control of the ball. You can't create. You can't save a failing air dribble. But what an empty jump is it's a jump with no directional input. So you think the ball's falling there, but because I use my second jump, I sort of bring the air dribble back from beyond the grave. The ball was falling, but the jump gives me just enough height to continue the air dribble forward. Empty jumps are super useful on air dribbles like this, but you can also just empty jump while you're upside down, and this is going to allow you to recover faster and take the next shot. And the last mechanic on the list is subscribing to the channel. No, I actually lost what the mechanic was. One of the most underrated, power slide. So many players don't understand how important power slide is as an input. When I'm going for air dribbles, or I mean ceiling shots, I'm holding power slide as I'm landing, as I'm transitioning to the ceiling. It buffers any, like, if I don't hold power slide, I get this kind of unnatural friction and I have to chase the ball down. But if I hold power slide, better example, if I hold power slide as I land, I keep chasing after the ball. I stay with it, and I can go for ground doubles. I can go for, maybe I can get under the ball and musty it. Let's see. Yeah, not the best. That was an musty. But you just have more options. So holding power slide anytime you contact a surface, super important in Rocket League to play faster. And you can do this when you're landing. You can do this. You can do this in so many situations. Holding power slide is absolutely critical. Guys, 9 mechanics, no BS. Hopefully that demystified some of the movement that high rank players do, and my controller overlay helped chunk it down. If you want dedicated tutorials on any of these things, comment below, and whichever one gets the most upvotes, I will do a dedicated tutorial on these things. If you want to learn speed flips or any of the other mechanics, I actually have in-depth tutorials. I'm going to put them on screen right now, so click the video here. And as always, thanks so much for watching. If you want to support the channel and go above and beyond, come get coaching with us, whether it's the group classes, whether it's one-on-one coaching, book a call. I'd love to see if we can help, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.